UCTV. Good news for all.
Caritas Uganda is a social development department under the Uganda Episcopal Conference. Our aim is to empower communities and transform lives. Do not
At Centenary Bank, we know that agriculture is more than just a livelihood, it's the heartbeat of our nation. That's why we've created the Centenary Bank Agricultural Product Suite, designed to meet the unique needs of every farmer. From planting and nurturing to harvesting and selling, our products are tailored to your needs with flexible repayment plans, grace periods, and cash flow based on loan structuring. At Centenary Bank, we are committed to turning your hard work into lasting success. With us by your side, your produce reaches the market and your dreams become reality. Visit any of our nearest branch today or call our toll-free line 0800 200 555 or 0800 335 344.
Centenary Bank.
Centenary Bank is a member of the Cente Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Seeds of Success. My name is Rwanga Godfrey. Seeds of Success, we talk about business environment.
If you want to be a millionaire, work for money, but billionaires work for wealth.
Social affairs.
Whom to blame via characters and talents? Is it tertiary institutions or humanity within the human beings?
And other topical issues. Don't miss on UCTV. Good news for all.
Support the Uganda Catholic Television with MTN Momo. Step 1. Dial *165*3#. Step 2. Enter merchant code 180572. Step 3. Enter any amount from 500 Uganda shillings. Step 4. Pay using MTN mobile money. Step 5. Enter PIN code and send. Step 6. You will receive a confirmation text for supporting the Uganda Catholic Television.
Kuleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan of up to 50 million shillings for a solar-powered irrigation system on your farm. Enjoy a grace period tailored to your cash flows and loan offer amounts from 100,000 up to 50 million Uganda shillings with flexible loan periods up to 60 months. Apply for a Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan through our branches, agents, and enjoy a fixed interest rate of just 1.7% per month. Kuleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan today and watch your farming dreams come to life. Visit any of our nearest branch today or call our toll-free line 0800 200 555 or 0800 335 344.
Centenary Bank.
Centenary Bank is a member of the Cente Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda. Terms and conditions apply.
UCTV. Good news for all.
Yet again, thank you so much for joining us on UCTV. My name is Cente, and every Thursday at exactly 10 a.m. we get to bring to you a show called the Cente Show. Now, the Cente Show is about everything to do with money, but specifically today we are going to talk about, or we're continuing our segment of the renewable energy loans. As you know, renewable energy is talked about in so many spheres. But Centenary Bank is here to help us and guide us with renewable energy loans. Today in studio, I have a gentleman with me. He's called Mr. Sigambi Chanika Abdul, who is the Manager Housing and Renewable Energy Business. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Nora.
It's good to have you.
Thank you for hosting.
As we've been talking about renewable energy, it is one thing that has been all over the different sectors, yes. Right? And so Centenary Bank really thought it wise to bring to us a renewable energy loan.
Yes.
Tell us, what is a renewable energy loan and how different is it from the traditional loans?
Okay. Thank you, Nora, for that question. We all know that now climate change is on top of the agenda. We are looking at temperatures rising. And Centenary Bank, being a bank which thinks about the people, transforming lives, we can't get away from the environment because it affects us, affects our clients. So we started getting involved in renewable energy, which is basically using electricity or cooking, using natural resources, which are not spoiling the environment, where we don't have pollution, things like you see these greenhouse gas emissions, which are causing all these changes in temperature. So we've resorted to renewable energy, and there we are looking at energy coming from the sun, energy coming from water, energy coming from wind. These are natural resources. They don't pollute the environment, and so we want to see that we increase our investment in those areas to allow our clients to use such sustainable energy, which are also even cheaper because they are provided for us for free. So that's why we are resorting to renewable energy.
Very nice. Now, from your very experience, what are some of the common energy sources that people actually get these loans for in most cases?
Yeah, basically solar has been the main renewable energy which has been on the market for so long. We started way back in 2011 under the electricity rural transformation. We were targeting clients who are in rural areas who are not on the main grid. You know, you find that mostly electricity connections were in urban areas. So we started on solar. It has been quite the energy which we have been using for quite a long time, whereby people can use solar systems in their homes, in their businesses. So, but as we've come along, we've now introduced more products. Apart from solar, we have now introduced power connection. We introduced a power connection because most of the time, people had electricity lines passing near them, but they're not connecting. And the government got concerned to say, okay, we are trying to take power to rural areas or all areas, but people are not connecting. So they said, why? So they found that people were not connecting because the initial cost of wiring their houses and connecting to the grid were not there. Others were very far from the poles. So they needed one, like 2, 3 poles to connect. So that cost was not there. So they said, how can we do it? So they came to us and we created a power connection loan for electricity where people can wire their houses and pay for connection to the power. So that is another power connection loan. That's how the electricity connection loan came in. So as we've grown now and we see that environment is becoming a clear issue, climate change, so we introduced now another product called the clean cooking loan. It's called the green loan product. Now there, you know, now the deforestation rate is quite high. People sometimes even demonstrate about, you know, about Mabila people demonstrated. So we said, how can we support now on reduction of deforestation, which is one of our major change in climate. Because once you cut down forest, the rains are affected, the temperatures are affected. So we introduced a green loan product, which is now, how can people use other sources of energy? Say like LPG, that is gas. Say like biogas, like briquettes, you know. Even electricity can cook if you use energy efficient equipment like electric pressure cookers. So we have now introduced the green loan product, which is just recently, that is for clean cooking, to cut down on the utilization of charcoal and firewood. Like you find institutions, they're using a lot of firewood. Schools, we have a lot of schools, they're using firewood. So we are also looking at things like the improved cook stove. These are cook stoves which are built and they consume less firewood than the ordinary stoves. We can find domestic ones and institutional stoves. So now that is the product called Clean Cooking. And also we've launched, I think you saw on the social media, we are also launching another product which is called Wash Loan product. Now that is access to clean water. You know, water is also a problem. You may find water is easy, everyone can get water. But I was talking to one of the commissioners and says 30% of people in urban areas don't have access to clean water. So we have introduced another product called Wash, that is for access to clean water and sanitation. So now those are the products, like you asked me, what are those products?
Oh, yes.
Those are the products we are introducing to increase our investment in such social products which are impactful to transform lives of our people.
You have very wonderful products, and I see there's a lot of sensitization that is intertwined into this work, you know, because in order for people to understand that there is proper need for clean cooking and use of renewable energy, there has to be a lot of sensitization.
Exactly.
And so that goes hand in hand with your work.
Exactly.
How is it being received, especially in the rural areas?
Yeah, and that's why we are here. We know about these things, but not everybody knows about them. These products, we've started them, like I said, in 2011. But the uptake is still slow. You are still finding schools using traditional cooking methods. Others are cooking from open space. So you find the rate of consumption of firewood and charcoal is still very high. Under such circumstances, there is no way we can stop environmental degradation. So we've come out to on media, like we are at Uganda Catholic Television, which is a sister company, because we are all started by the church, to see that we increase awareness about alternative means of energy which our people can use. And these energies are cheaper and more reliable. So there is nothing to lose. They are cheaper and more reliable and environmentally friendly.
Exactly.
So nobody is losing. So it's a business to them, because you know power tariffs are always the hindering factor in business. You are not competitive because you are paying a lot of bills in power. So by going to renewable energy, you are reducing the cost of operation and you become more competitive, and we are saving on environment also.
Exactly.
Yes.
You were still telling us about the different projects. Are there any other renewable energy projects that are exactly eligible for renewable energy loans?
Yeah, we go beyond, because I've heard about agriculture. We're looking at smart agriculture, for example, where people can use organic waste rather than using chemical fertilizers, where people can go do agroforestry, and now that is in the agriculture area. We are looking at irrigations, solar run for irrigation. So we kind of have so many products as far as green financing is concerned. And now those products I'm talking about, they are in the agriculture unit. But we are all together. That's why I can talk about them even when I'm here. Yes.
And Centenary Bank is really focusing on renewable energy loans. Give us a little more in-depth. Why is that so right now?
Yeah, we've been always thinking about our mission as Centenary Bank is to focus on people, transforming lives. And you can see that if the environment is changing, our people, our clients will be affected. And if our clients are affected, we are affected because they can't pay their loans. For example, if you see prolonged droughts, like you saw in Karamoja, people dying of hunger, some of our clients are farmers. So they cannot pay because they have lost all the crops. You've seen in Kasese, where floods, which one of the results of climate change, where floods come and destroy, where will we get our clients to pay? So we are looking at also sustainability, because all business will be affected. Even ours here can be affected if there is no sustainability. You saw the crisis in Chitezi, you know, people lost their things, parents, children died. So without sustainability, our business will be affected. We will not achieve our mission. So we are all must take care of the environment if we are to survive.
Right.
Exactly.
Let's go a little more into how these loans are actually, the types of loans that are gotten. I'm talking about in regards to, is it only for a certain category of people? Is it only commercial, residential? How do you go about this?
Yeah, it covers all people across. And we don't only look at the end users, we look at the whole supply chain, the whole ecosystem. because for us we've seen that for this thing to work, all the players have to be taken care of. Because there are these guys who are importing these systems, there are those who are distributing, there are those who are transporting. If you leave out any, then the chain will suffer. So we are looking at the end users and also those businesses along the supply chain. And we are looking at households and also businesses, you know. Like if you have your home and you want to install a solar system, or you want to install a cook stove, or you want to buy gas, we'll take care of that. So we are covering, also looking at institutions. Because if you leave out schools, health centers, hotels, the impact will be less because they consume even more than households. So we are looking at all people of walks of life, as long as they have capacity to pay. And they are paying, because you find every homestead is utilizing charcoal. They don't get it for free, they pay for it. So if that homestead come for us and say, no, I want, for example, to go to an ethanol cook stove, that's the loan we can give, along with the other loans. And these loans are basically small and cheap. And normally not costly, because once you save on what you are spending on charcoal, on firewood, that money you save, you can save it now to pay our loan.
You talked about the supply chain, how it's all catered for.
Exactly.
Give us an example so that we can get into a little detail and have a glimpse of what that looks like.
Exactly. Yeah, like, you know, for every product to reach the end user, there must be people in between there.
Yes.
Some of these products are coming from outside. For example, the solar panels, the battery chargers, the charge controllers, they come from the outside. So someone must import them. So we come with the importer who brings them in the country. That person needs also financing. He may need a trade finance facility. He may need working capital to pay for those products. So we cover those importers also. Now, once he brings them, there are these dealers who buy from him and then distribute them. Those dealers also, we give them working capital loans, and even if they want equipment, maybe cars, or they want to advertise, they need that money. We have to give them that money. Then you reach these people who are now the retailers and the installers. All those people need financing. There are companies who are just now in installation. They also need money. They are in distribution until it reaches the final person. So we cover all those people, and with flexible interest rates and also flexible on collateral. These loans are quite cheaper. You know, some people say the cost is high, the cost is high. No, these are cheaper because we have partners who are supporting us. So that's why we say if there is awareness and the people know about these products, then we can transform our people's lives so quickly, and we can save on the environment.
Very nice. You have hinted so many nice things about these loans, but I'll just want us to go a little bit into the nitty-gritties of the benefits of the renewable energy loans. You've talked about how the rates are really low. I believe there is so much to that still. You can just lead us and take us through.
Like I said before, the rates are really low, making it so affordable. And people pay back in installments, affordable installments. You know, some people will fail to buy things because they lump sum.
Right.
But if it's broken down and you pay back in affordable installments, you find everyone can afford them. So those flexible payments, according to cash flows of our clients. For example, schools, we make them so simple. In holiday, they don't pay. They pay per term. When they receive school fees, that's when they pay. Our farmers, we give them grace periods so that they pay when they are harvesting or they are selling their produce. So flexibility in payments is also there. And also our branches are everywhere. They are available in all our branches. Our account opening costs are quite low. So you find that there is no reason they can fail to access these loans if they are aware about them. We go even much further and look for better suppliers with quality equipment, with after-sales service, those who can even train our customers. So you find that these loans are cheaper, flexible in payments, they save on your money, so everything is so good. Some people may think it's a dream. That's why we have even resorted to now going out and talking to clients to give the testimony. Like schools which have used the stoves, they will tell you they are much smarter. People who are cooking are also happy because there is no smoke in the kitchen. You are saving on firewood. So these things, we need to go out and people get to know them because they are easier and more flexible and more acceptable to our people. So that is how good it is.
It sounds really good, honestly.
And I can ask you, Nora, what are you using at home? Because we have to start with each other.
Right.
Especially ladies. You know, this smoke and soot is affecting our children and ladies more. Because once they take in all that smoke, this is the cancer you are seeing.
Yes.
So apart from saving on cost, what about the health issue? You know, we are losing so many of our people to cancer. These days, you know, we do cancer runs. So the cancer awareness. So we should also tell people that apart from, you know, detecting and what is your way of life? Are you using the sigiri? Are you using firewood? Can't you use an alternative means which is smarter and saving? So that is it. Like me, I use an ethanol cook stove at home. Yes, and my people are happy. So we must look at ourselves. We start with ourselves. What are you using at home? Do you know any other source of you can use? For example, electric pressure cookers. They are good because they save on energy. You know, we fear cooking these days with electricity. But if you get like an electric pressure cooker, it cooks very fast and it saves on energy also.
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, in case you're just joining, we are discussing the renewable energy loans on the Cente show, and we have Mr. Nsibambi, who is breaking us the details of what the renewable energy loans is all about. He has given us the purpose of the loan. He's telling us how these loans are very flexible, and surely I believe that these loans are the go-to nowadays, like it is a life-changing experience. Mr. Nsibambi, as you were discussing, you discussed about how the loans are very flexible, they're very affordable, easy to process. One thing that caught my attention that may catch anyone's attention out there is affordability. When you say affordability, what does affordability mean? It may vary. So in this case, what is affordable?
First I said that the low interest rate. Because when you are charging a low interest rate, that means the money you take back in excess of what you have borrowed is low. Secondly, is the flexibility in repayments. That one also makes it easier. For example, if you look at land, if I tell you, Nora, that this land is costing 30 million, Nora, you say, I'll never own land. But if I give you a loan and say, Nora, you can pay maybe 200,000 every month for this time, you say, I can own that. So the affordability also comes in the loan given to you, and you pay back in affordable installments. Because we look at your cash flows. If you're salary earner, we look at how much are you paid per month. I can't give the manager the same installment like I give maybe the office attendant. But we can all get this loan if I can break it down in affordable installments. So that is the affordability, the flexibility in repayments, the low interest. And as you have seen, Centenary, we are a bank for those people down there. And you know, we've grown with them. Everyone, when someone is given a chance to access these services, they keep growing. The ladies in the market, our farmers. So that is the affordability I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
So Centenary Bank is surely our bank.
Exactly. Your bank.
Let's go through the process of getting the loan. You said it's an easy process. How does the application process for the renewable energy loan typically work?
So we advise all our clients to open accounts with us because that's where the journey starts from. You have to establish a relationship with the bank. You just go to, like I said, our agent or our nearest branch with your national ID and you open an account. This is your personal account, it's not our account, because we know that even before we borrow, we must learn to save. So if you have an account, you can save on that account. But then you go ahead and apply, you know, for this loan. If you already have an account, you don't need to open another one. Use that very account to apply for a loan. And if you have a loan with us, you can also get another loan and buy this. And it takes you only 3 to 5 days to get this loan. 3 to 5 days. If you are in an old client, 3 days, even 1 day. For example, salary earners, They take hours in our bank to get loans. So you come, approach our bank, then our officers will come and appraise you. That's why I told you that if you are appraised, we find out where are you going to install the system. You know, what are your cash flows? Because we even give people who are in market, so we have to visit where they are working. Borders, we go to the border stages to do an appraisal. That's why I tell you it takes 3 to 5 days. For new clients, 5 days, because we are just starting relationship with you. We take longer. But those where we have already data, even 1 day, you can get a loan. But we normally tell them 3 days, you can get this loan. If you already have a loan, then some information we already have. Where you stay, what is your collateral, so it can take you 2 days to get this loan. So it is so easy to get a loan with us. Yes, I always advise people that go there when you know the purpose very well.
Yes.
Because getting money can be easy, but paying it back is another thing.
When you talked about paying it back, what are the interest rates?
Yeah, for these renewable energy loans, we are giving at 15%. That is per annum. And when we say 15% at reducing principal balance, but that comes that if you want to know per month, how much do I pay? You divide 15% by 12. That means it's like 1 point something. Loans from the bank are the cheapest when you look at how much money you take back. So that's why we say we are affordable and we are cheap. Just that people sometimes are miserable, they go to money lenders. You've seen how people have suffered with money lenders. I tell people that a bank is good because even if you fail to pay, we negotiate. We ask you, what is the cause of non-repayment? Then if you can't pay now, when can you pay? So the process of the bank for you to pay back is more soft than where we go. Because for us, we are not interested in Nora selling your property. We want you to grow. Because once you grow, we are having more business with you. You are taking more money. Even we are interested in your family. So that's why you've seen people back with us 30. They die, their children take over. We just say who is going to take over from you, and then we continue.
And what are some of the requirements that a client gets and needs, as a client needs to actually transact this loan?
Yes. First, we talked about the account.
Yes.
But most importantly, are the sources of payments also. How are you going to pay back this loan? What are the sources of income? You tell us, well, you know, you come and we discuss. And we ask for these incomes. If you're a salary earner, where is your pay slip? Is your salary going through our account, or you have a bank statement to show where the salary is going? If you have business, we visit the business premises and we discuss with you, how is your business? Because everyone knows how he's earning. So with doing that, we confirm the source of payment, then we design the payment plan. Then sometimes we ask for collateral. Most times people fear collateral in the bank. We are a microfinance bank, and we take even chattels. Chattels are movable items. You know, we take personal guarantors. It depends on the amount of money you are taking. When you are taking big money, we can also ask for fixed collateral like land. But land also, Centenary is the most flexible bank. We accept even unregistered land. Say, Bibanja agreement, just an agreement you used.
Oh, really?
Yes. And we give you money. And you know, we are so good that we tell you, okay, you have got an agreement. Can we help you to get a land title? Because we are interested in our customer growing.
Yes.
And you know, when you walk away from Chibanja agreement, which is a bit unstable security, because of no of the changes, it's not registered, we can help you to now get a title. And we are helping our customers now to get titles, so that they are secure with their land ownership. They are also happy, because if you are secure with your land title, you are also happy. You know, no one can, you know, you hear about land grabbing. So some of these things we do, we are intentioned at empowering our people. Yeah.
It is surely about empowering our people, and I see really Centenary Bank is doing their best to make sure that not everyone from across the board actually benefits from this renewable energy loan. And I feel like you are doing whatever possible to meet people at their points of need in different sectors that they are. And this is basically for our own well-being. The other thing that sometimes may actually put off people from getting these loans is that they may feel like they have a running loan that is still underway. And so it kind of deters them. But now that is something that we're going to really come back to before we continue. You are still actually watching the Center Show. We are discussing the renewable energy loans, and I have Mr. Insibambi from Centenary Bank that is giving us the nitty-gritties of how to get these loans, the benefits. When we return, we shall come back with that note. Good morning.
UCTV. Good news for all.
At Centenary Bank, we know that agriculture is more than just a livelihood, it's the heartbeat of our nation. That's why we've created the Centenary Bank Agricultural Product Suite, designed to meet the unique needs of every farmer. From planting and nurturing to harvesting and selling, our products are tailored to your needs with flexible repayment plans, grace periods, and cash flow based on loan structuring. At Centenary Bank, we are committed to turning your hard work into lasting success. With us by your side, your produce reaches the market and your dreams become reality. Visit any of our nearest branch today or call our toll-free line 0800 200 555 or 0800 335 344.
Centenary Bank.
Centenary Bank is a member of the Cente Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda. Terms and conditions apply.
Support the Uganda Catholic Television with MTN Momo. Step 1. Dial star 165 star 3 hash. Step 2. Enter merchant code 180572. Step 3. Enter any amount from 500 Uganda shillings. Step 4. Pay using MTN mobile money. Step 5. Enter PIN code and send. Step 6. You will receive a confirmation text for supporting the Uganda Catholic Television.
Ronaldo down in the area, penalty!
Don't miss the sports link on UCTV. Catch us every Monday to Friday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. as we take you into the thrilling world of sports in football.
Messi! Thuram! Mbappe!
Saka shoot, deflects in, Arsenal have the lead!
Netball,
Nasanga taking the shot, and look at that exceptional steal.
motorsports, boxing, swimming, and much more. UCTV Sports Link with Samgenza Mustafa. Only on UCTV. Good news for all.
Kuleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan of up to 50 million shillings for a solar-powered irrigation system on your farm. Enjoy a grace period tailored to your cash flows and loan offer amounts from 100,000 up to 50 million Uganda shillings with flexible loan periods up to 60 months. Apply for a Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan through our branches, agents, and enjoy a fixed interest rate of just 1.7% per month. Kuleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan today and watch your farming dreams come to life. Visit any of our nearest branch today or call our toll-free line 0800 200 555 or 0800 335 344.
Centenary Bank.
Centenary Bank is a member of the Cente Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda. Terms and conditions apply.
UCTV. good news for all.
And welcome back from that break. My name is Cente. You're watching the Cente Show on UCTV. Thank you so much for staying with us. UCTV is good news for all. And the good news that we're bringing you today is the renewable energy loans that is brought to you by Centenary Bank. Today in studio, I have Mr. Nsibambi Chanika Abdul, who is the manager housing and renewable energy businesses. Now, we've talked a lot about the benefits of renewable energy. And before we left off, I had posed to him a question. Mr. Nsibambi,
yes.
Now, some people are afraid of getting loans if they have a running loan. Advise us, how do you go about that? Is it something that can work, especially in regards to renewable energy loans?
No, I have, like we said, good news. I have good news for them, that those who are already with us, they can always come back and get another loan. We normally look at capacity to pay, because as bankers, we have experience in handling our customers. We first assess you. How much are you earning per month? So if you already got a loan with us, then we see how much are you paying back. Do you still have more space to pay another loan? So that's what it depends on to assess you to get another loan. And we can spread the payments so that you don't feel them, because we can say you pay 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, because this loan can be paid in up to 5 years. So we look at the loan period where you get an installment which you can afford. So there's no problem. If you have you already got a loan, come to us and ask for a second loan. Even when you are applying right now, if you are in the bank, you can take 2 loans. Don't say they are going to limit me to 1 loan. No, it's your capacity to pay. Once you have capacity, even when you have a salary loan and you have not finished paying, you need more money, and your salary still allows you to, you can give you a top up. We can give you a top up and you get another loan. What we always tell people, it is easy to get money. Just know how you are going to use your money.
Right.
That's what is very important, so that you benefit from the money. The loan you've got and benefited is easy to pay, because the benefits are always seen. And you know, it empowers you and takes you to another level. So all those people who have loans, please, they can come back and get a second loan. Even when you're applying, we can give you a second loan. Why second loan? Because the interest rate for our renewable energy loans is lower. So you benefit from that lower interest rate.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So someone can say, but why do I take 2? No, this one is at a lower interest rate. Yes.
The other thing that I also wanted to know, or someone would want to know, is that are there any other upfront costs that are related to taking the renewable energy loans?
Yes. Yeah, we charge one-off costs like an application fee of 20,000 and other fees, small charges. Like if you take 500,000, we can say we need acceptance commission of only 10,000, 1 million, 20,000. So those fees are there, but quite very small. They cannot affect you, and they are one-off. They are not part of the running loan. And also, the thing I wanted to say is insurance. Our loans are also insured. You pay a very small fee for insurance, but because you know as insurance works, it's like a collection. So once you are all paying little and very small, but when you collect it, it's a pool. So our loans are insured. If you have a problem like you have fire, death, those are all insured. We don't come to recover from you when you have a serious issue. Like farmers, if they lose their crops through calamities, like floods and what, there's insurance which covers those loans. Right. So that is the beauty of working with the bank, because we charge you small, but the benefits are huge. So those are some of the charges which you'll find on our loans.
Okay.
Yes.
And how long does it take for this loan to actually be processed?
Yeah, like for our current clients, it can take even 1 day. But we give you, if there are some delays, normally we give you all the requirements. So it may take time for you to process the requirements because we go to LC's recommendations. So it can take you up to 3 days for recurrent clients. For new clients, it can take up to 5 days. Why? Because we have to do that assessment I told you about. Because a loan is like a relationship. You have to know where somebody is staying. You have to know where the business is. So that if there is any issue, we know where to find this person. So, and we keep monitoring to see whether you are benefiting from our loan. Is your system working? For example, if you took a solar, is the vendor giving you good after-sales service? So people will say, why? Because it's not about paying, it's just about monitoring. Because when we recover even issues early, we manage them early. We say, oh, you have this problem. So what can you do? Can you give you a longer period? So the monitoring, there's also a monitoring phase. So that's why we do that original assessment. Yes.
But how can this increase the property value of a home or a business?
Yeah, like I said, renewable energy is business because it saves. All of us are using energy.
Right.
Even the food we eat is energy. If we didn't have breakfast today, you will see this show will be very boring.
That is so true.
So, like now we are using power and you pay electricity bills. But if I install a solar system, your bills for power will come down. If sometimes power goes off and you use a generator, that is fuel for the generator. You have to maintain the generator. Right now, if we give you a solar system, you will not have a generator. You will not have bills for fuel. Also, as Centenary, we have taken it upon ourselves to install solar in some of our branches and tell you the experience is quite fascinating. Because some branches, especially upcountry branches, they didn't used to have unstable power. A week without power, you're using a generator. That is costs to your business. So this is how it makes life easy. Like domestic, for example, if you're using a lot of charcoal, now charcoal is very expensive. A sack is like 180,000, 200,000. So if I get a solar, if I get a stove which saves on charcoal, I'm saving on my cost on charcoal. Instead of using 2 bags or 3 bags a month, I may use 1 bag. That means I've saved on the 2 bags. So it is business. We tell people this is not charity, this is not about environment, it's also about us.
Business.
It's about us. Because having cheaper and reliable power is so good. For schools, they are saving also. But also they are giving security to their, you see, school fires. You know, they have CCTV cameras. When power goes off, the CCTV cameras cannot work. So, but when they have these solar systems, it is security to them. Longer learning hours, for example. If people have this power, children can learn anytime. Communication, now like our friends in rural areas, if they have power, that means they have access to information. They can watch Uganda Catholic television. That is access to information. Their phones are charged all the time. They can talk to their suppliers, they can talk to their customers. So this power issue completely transforms people's lives. That is the beauty with it.
Indeed, it transforms people's lives.
Yes.
It's not just about getting a loan for a specific thing.
Exactly.
It cuts across the lifestyle of someone.
Exactly.
Very, very true.
Yes.
And then the other thing that actually struck me was also about how long does it typically take to see return on investment on such a loan?
Yeah, it like I said, people are saving on the cost already they are incurring. It's not that you are not incurring it. You are incurring it, but in a more costly manner. So you may find that after 1 year, 2 years, you have paid our system. The remaining years, because like when I tell a solar system, a solar panel takes 25 years, 30 years. You know, so you pay back, you recover your costs on investments in a shorter period, and you remain harvesting for a longer time. You are now not paying. You are only on maintenance and replacement of parts. So let's say your payback period is 1 year, 2 years.
Right.
But the benefits continue. Because this one, Centenary Bank is out, but now this is now my system. So you remain now, you have reduced costs on something, you are generating your own power, reliable power. Wow. That's why our business are not competitive. Why? They complain about tariffs. You find that goods which are got from outside the country are cheaper than ours produced locally. Because power tariffs are high. You've heard about traders complaining. You've heard businesses complaining. We are not competitive. So we want to do boo-boo, but people say, hey, we want boo-boo, but your things are more expensive than the one which are imported. So this is going to transform our businesses, for sure.
And how does the bank ensure that the clients actually get quality products?
Oh, that's very good, because, you know, we discovered when we started a long time ago that when our clients buy products which are not good, they don't pay. They get annoyed because they don't see value for money. So we do due diligence on the suppliers. We even sign agreements to ensure first that they are going to supply quality equipment, they are going to install this equipment, they are going to give after sales service, they will train our customers. And because of our image as a bank, people know that if you work with Centenary, it's an opportunity. So to you, it is transforming your business. You are getting more businesses. So people don't want to spoil the relationship with Centenary Bank. And also we have more power to get you wherever you are, because we have the power to sue you on behalf of our customers. So customers feel more comfortable when they get somebody who is working already with Centenary Bank. By the way, you should know we are a Catholic bank. So we are God's bank. So we ensure that we are dealing with people of integrity. So that is the beauty of it. We have solar companies, the biggest in the country, like Nexus Green. You've seen this company which has installed a solar system at Kololo Airstrip. That's one of the companies which is working with us. And we're really looking at them and say, no, why don't you do it for our schools also? So we are working with good suppliers, with quality equipment, with approved, because you have to say that, is your product approved? Do you have a license? Do you have professional people? So that is why we don't hurry to bring anybody on board. But in case Nora says, no, I have my electrician who is working for me, and I know the guy very well. We say, Nora, you are on your own. We are giving you money to use your electrician, but don't say it is Centenary Bank. So there is always what? That, they call it what? We say, you take it, but you are responsible.
Oh, yes.
But if you want, we have our own. Because we give always choice to our customers. Like if you are building a house and you have your builder, we can't refuse you because you have been working with this person for so long. But we say, if there's a risk, you own your risk.
Nice.
Yes, we don't take ownership for any of the work that person would have done. And some people, they pull it off. Yes. Some people, we don't want people to think that we have interest. What we are after is for you to get value for money. Exactly.
You have the client's need at the center of it all, I can see.
Very much.
So the heart of the renewable energy loans, it is the client's need that takes center stage.
Exactly.
And what you do is that you work around his or her needs and make sure that you arrive to their exact point of need. The one thing that I was thinking about through all this is that we've talked about different categories of people that can actually benefit from this. Tell us, what if government is getting involved in a renewable loan that is probably for a project? Are the criteria different from an individual like me that comes in?
Thank you so much. All customers legally, because the government can borrow also, they are legal entities. We look at if a government-owned school, for example, they want to borrow. They go to the authorities and ask that we want to get this money. Because also we lend to government schools. Even we lend to Catholic schools. They are part of us, they are our owners, they are insiders. But once they go and authorities allow them to borrow, we give them the money. So yes, government are part of our clients. So local government, or their institution, their owned institution, they can come and borrow. But always they look for authority from their administrators or the accounting officers, the cows, you know, they allow them to borrow and they give them the limit on how much they should borrow, because they have to ensure that the funds which are borrowed are going to put to proper use. So yes, and also in all this, we work with government, Minister of Energy, Minister of Agriculture. So Centenary works with government in all this. So we ensure that we are also compliant according to the law. Yes.
You earlier on talked about the requirements that are actually needed for opening up or for getting a renewable energy loan.
Yes.
You stated things like visible sources of income, and opening up a bank account.
Yes.
You also highlighted things like a financial card.
Yes.
What about the qualifications? Who qualifies really for this kind of loan?
Anyone with a need and with a verifiable source of income. We cut across. Centenary is a bank for all Ugandans, for people who cannot walk to any traditional bank, because that's why we are there. We have grown this big because now we have the highest number of customers. We have the highest branch network. We are the biggest local bank, you know. But we have remained true to our cause, to bank everybody, to bank the boda man, to bank the lady. I call them Mama Mboga. Once someone was asking me, what is Mama Mboga? You know, Mboga is a Swahili word and means vegetables. I mean, these ladies in the market. We have products for all our customers. And we have grown big because as they continue expanding, we want to grow with them. So most of the clients who are taking now is in commercial loans or SME, they started with small money. So we're a bank which takes care of everybody. Salary earners, we have the best salary loans with the best interest rates. So we have made sure that we develop products for all Ugandans, and we do it very professionally. Yes.
And when you say all Ugandans, it would be important for you to stress out that, because some people will think that because I rent, I may not be viable for this exact loan. And then they will think that it's probably for only property owners. You could just expound on that and just assure people.
No, now it depends on the type of product. For example, if someone wants to install a solar system, then he has to have a home. But if someone wants to buy, say, like electric pressure cooker, even if I'm renting, I'll buy that, because when I'm moving away, I'll take my electric pressure cooker with me. There are those who are renting, but they have an agreement with the landlord that I install, and I will stay for this period because of my investment. Then also we have border guys, you know. Sometimes we look at your business and lend to you. Even tenants, I can be a tenant somewhere, but I have a business. I'm working in say, Onowino, and I have capacity to pay. You can't refuse me from accessing. It depends, what kind of loan am I accessing?
Yes.
What asset am I buying? Am I going to put it in a home, or I can move with it wherever I want to go? So it depends on what somebody wants to buy, to purchase.
It also depends, you said it depends on what someone exactly wants to purchase. I am giving you an example of a business that has high energy usage. Do these qualify for this kind of loan?
Those are the ones we want a lot, because they need a lot of energy.
Yes.
They need cheaper and they have energy. That's why I was talking about schools. They need a lot of energy. Even factories, because this renewable energy is not only for people in the village. Factories, for example, they can access this renewable energy because they are the highest consumers of energy. Factories like tea factories, they are using, some of them are using firewood to treat their tea. But we have solar dryers. Solar can do a lot. You know, we are now even in transport. You talk about now electric mobility, electric motorcycles. You have seen the Zembo, the Sparrow. We have seen electric vehicles. So these things are cutting across. That's why we come to the air, for people to know that even if you have a factory, you can use solar. If me, I can install solar in my branch, where I have an ATM, I have so many computers, and my branch is running perfectly. because we are also high consumers of energy, then anybody can use solar. And we do that so that we want to be the role model. You can't tell people to do something which we are not using.
Exactly.
So we do it so that people can know, yes, this can work for everybody. When we talk about energy efficiency, we don't have to talk about, say, cheaper things, small things. We talk about everybody can use energy efficient solutions. And that's why we are here.
Now, Mr. Sivambi, sitting on the other side of being the lender, the bank, this is going to be an interesting one because we've talked about the very, very nice things, and I feel like if you are listening or watching right now, you should be like on your way to Centenary Bank really to get a renewable energy loan.
I'll be very happy.
However, just candidly tell us, what are some of the risks involved in taking up this loan?
The risks is our customers diverting money. The biggest risk in borrowing is customers diverting money or not putting it to proper use. Right. That's where we have got biggest problem. Not us lending, but not using the money the way it's supposed to be used. That's the biggest risk. The second one in renewable energy, now this specific to renewable energy, if you get a poor company and to give you poor quality equipment and doesn't install your solar well or does not give you a good, maybe if it's a cook stove, because we have seen cook stoves where people have constructed but they are not doing what they expected. That's why we are now very selective in which company you are going to use. But then we work with Ministry of Energy, we work with a certain company called Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company. They have identified companies and they are supported by World Bank. So we have now like 86 companies who have signed agreements with UECCC, and they are going to be tracking what the work they are doing. If you do show the work, they will be on you. Because we know that quality is key. Because if you have told people you are going to save on this and they don't, no, they will not pay you loan. Now, for example, like Nexus Green and another company, they have installed for us a solar system, but they have a monitoring gadget. At their office, they can see that the system is working very well.
Right.
If it has any issue, they are already on the ground to fix it. So we want companies who have the capacity to do after-sales service, to monitor their system so that people get value for money. Because if you don't benefit, they don't pay. They will say, Abdu, come for your system. After all, it's there, it's not working. Now my job will be at stake. So that is my job, to see that I have quality suppliers. We have signed an MOU with Starbucks, and we know they will supply our clients with good LPG. So that is it. If someone is going to extract biogas, I have to ensure the person who is going to do it has experience. So that is why it's good to work with us. Because of our reputation and our brand, people don't supply us with air. We will get you. You have to compensate our customer. That is the beauty.
Very nice. I like how that intertwines with what you earlier on said, and you said Centenary Bank is a church bank. It's founded from the Catholic Church. And that says a lot about integrity, a lot about where the heart for the bank is. That is for the people. The values that the bank stands for. And so in everything that you've said, I see that intertwining, and that is basically to make it a bank for the people, so that people can actually trust it, that people actually trust it, and they know that this is exactly our bank. We have said a lot about the renewable energy loans, how it's got, and everything probably pertaining to this renewable energy loan. I want you to give us your last remarks in regards to this for today, your final remarks to people out there that have been listening, or someone who is interested in getting a renewable energy loan, and just tell us that this is actually one of the best decisions when it comes to loans.
You don't know, when I was coming to this show, and I say I'm going to the Uganda Catholic Television, there's so many things which came to my mind. And you know, one time I was on a customer week, you know, we visit our customers, to give feedback from them, to also appreciate them. And one time I was at Chisubi and I met the Vice Chancellor of Chisubi University, and he told me, by the way, the head of the Catholic Church, has issued a letter called Laudato Si, whereby he's telling us all people, not only Catholics, all the people, that we must take care of Mother Nature. And what we are talking about is Mother Nature. So everyone should ask, what am I doing to preserve the environment? It is us to preserve this environment. So my appeal, humble appeal, is that before you choose government, you choose the LC one, you choose the KCCA, what are you doing to preserve the environment? Centenary Bank, we are very deliberate on this. For example, now you can't walk to the Centenary Bank with a plastic bottle or a kavera. We have to be the role model out there. That's why we are also saying, how can we preserve the environment as a bank? We are very determined on efficient water usage, paper usage. Now we are installing solar in our branches because you have heard about the ESG agenda. So my humble appeal to all people that please, let's all be active in this. Where do you throw your waste? Sometimes I'm in a taxi, you see someone throwing it. Today we were coming here and someone threw a plastic bottle outside the taxi. I said, oh my God, now you want KCCA to come and clean up that? And then you complain about our environment? You've seen the rivers where you are passing. Plastic. Who throws that? Us. So this is a call to everybody to say, what can I do to save this environment? Our schools, people who are running our schools, schools are always the places where you can change people, where you can build the future leaders, the future husbands and good wives. We want schools to work with us in this cause of environment, of efficient resource utilization, of renewable energy. You have heard me talk about schools a lot. Why do you think I do that? Because I know schools are major users of these kinds of energy. And when people see, people do. We also do financial literacy. So we will always educate even our children about the dangers of climate change. And we were at Baribaseka Secondary School recently installing a solar system, and we had children very passionate about the environment. So my humble appeal is that let's work together with Centenary Bank, come for these products, they are cheap, and they are going to change your lives. That's my last word. Thank you.
Indeed, has been a life-changing interview. Thank you so much, Mr. Siwambi Abdul Chanika.
Thank you, Nora.
Well, it has been great having you on the show as we were discussing renewable energy loans, and Centenary Bank is actually playing its part when it comes to conservation of the environment. But let's just not leave it up to Centenary Bank. It is you and I that can actually work together to make sure that our environment is kept clean, the energy that we use for cooking is clean. Things to do with things like deforestation and then littering, all these other things is about you and I. Centenary Bank has put a platform for you, and that is the renewable energy loan. One thing for sure is that this is a loan that is very affordable, very flexible, and it is there to meet you at your point of need. Until then, I hope you do take this at heart. I'll see you next Thursday. I am Nora Cente. For now, do have a lovely day ahead. Bye.
TV. Good news for all.